about football for like some minutes from is a
How do
Chelsea
I
fan.
know when this thing is even on, sir?
Um Once you start streaming, let me know.
I think I clicked start streaming, but I don't know if the stream is up.
You would know. Check your other page. Another 83 times, let's do 85, 85 times 3. No team of the season here. I'm looking for a team of the season for real.
Okay, I
Another
think the
one.
stream is up. Yeah.
All right, cool. Oh, we actually got another one. That's nice.
The
Dembele having
stream is so
46
scuffed,
GA in
man.
46 games. Crazy, man.
He asked for 6 GA for 6 games. That's
Crazy.
crazy, actually.
That's crazy, man. It's been going under the radar for a while. Everybody has been so much focused on Yamal,
Yeah.
Rafinha, blah, blah, blah. I mean, Rafinha has like 50 GA this season. Team of the season. Who is that? Bruno Fernandes and somebody else.
Alright,
Um,
let me do the intro. Even though everything is scuffed because I was trying to like do the layout and stuff. But
Stop!
what up, what up? Welcome back to the channel. Damola
Stop!
here. And we're back again with another episode of Rival Reports, episode 2. And yeah, we're happy to be here after a long time. I think the first episode was in, I think, February or so. I've been having a lot of
Yes.
scheduling issues and internet issues, but
84 times 2.
things seem to be
85 times
resolved
3.
right now. So yeah,
Up is good
happy
fun.
to be back and happy to have Freddie here, even though he's still streaming. He's streaming FIFA right now.
Yes.
He's playing his weekend league. And if you are new here, Freddie's a United fan.
Bettina. Yes, I am. Oh man.
He's one of the delusional United fans.
No, team of the season. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
I've
You
changed.
repented.
Ronaldo. Yeah, honestly, it's been mm, mm, anyway. It's been quite interesting this year. Ronaldo the GOAT.
It's been
All right,
very interesting
let
for
me see in the
United.
chat
I
to
think
see.
since you are the guest, we'll start with United.
Hold on, please.
Since
That's
we're
not
here,
over
we'll start with
everything
United.
stream.
I'm just trying to get the stream on socials, trying to tweet it and stuff, so that people could roll in if possible. Um, Well, United, you guys
All
have
right.
had the
Have fun.
worst. Well, you and Tottenham, you guys are battling it out for the worst possible season that a Big Six team could have. How are you guys? You guys surpassed surpassed my expectation because I thought Chelsea we had that in I think 2 seasons ago when we finished 12th. I thought that was bad, but damn, you guys really broke that barrier. How are you feeling about it so far?
Man, I don't know. I see. I don't really want to say much until after the Europa League final, honestly, because um the season, even this season has been horrible, like beyond horrible.
Mm.
This season has been beyond horrible. Like, not in my lifetime will I ever believe my club would be 16th with 2 games left. It's not like we had points deduction or anything. No.
Yeah, I
We didn't
you
have
guys
any
haven't
points
gotten to 40
deduction. Like,
points yet.
we haven't got to the 40 points yet.
Oh my days.
Now tell me, how does that make sense?
It makes absolute no sense. And I thought you guys would actually get better when you hired Amory, man. I thought you guys.
That's what Ineos
I was a bit
Ineos
worried about
Ineos
that.
thought that Ineos thought that would be better off sacking Ten Hag, but it backfired. Honestly. There's nobody that will tell me here that that didn't backfire, because if not, you're just deceiving yourself and you're lying to yourself. To be honest, there is no way. There is no way that you would. Our season has been so bad. Our season has been horrible. Like I said, I don't really have much to say until we play that Europa League final. I really
Mm.
don't have much to say until we play Europa League final.
But
Because
do you have any thoughts on
I
today's
think
game? You guys played West Ham, right?
I didn't even pay attention to today's game. Honestly, I won't even lie. It's like the interest to watch the game was pointless because the match was actually pointless. It was a
True,
pointless match. You
true, true,
lose, you
true.
remain where you are. You win, you remain where you are. And he um I don't understand why he used most of our first team players, because now we lost Euro. Euro is injured.
Oh, you got injured in game?
Elite is injured. Euro got injured in the game.
Oh, wow.
Now, how does that make sense? Like, I don't understand. What are you trying to prove? What was he trying to prove? Starting our starters. What was the point? Or what was the point? There was no point, you know. So, and I also think that Amorim is struggling to adjust to Premier League. He's struggling
Yeah,
to adjust.
I think it is because this back three that he keeps trying to do, like it's not something that can be easily implemented in the Premier League, especially with the way things are moving now, with how teams are playing. And I also don't think you guys have the players to do it. And he keeps trying to fit players into like
Systems.
square shapes into round holes, like playing players where they are not at their optimal positions. And honestly, it's a difficult job because, in my own opinion, even though I understand the rationale, I think we spoke about it in the last episode. That I understand what he's trying to do. Like, there's no point in playing the 4-3-3 that you guys are used to, and then winning games, and then by next season when he wants to do his start properly, then it becomes a challenge because you guys are learning the new system. It's better to start now, iron out all the kinks, and maybe next season you guys are propelled to a better position. But it's way, 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 way worse than anybody would have anticipated.
Let me read his comments today. Let me read his comments today, because his comments today was crazy. Honestly. Hold on. I will read his comments.
Mm,
Some comments he made is some his post match comments. This
yeah.
is what he said. He said, when I see when I see my United being 16th in the Premier League, I feel embarrassed, and it's something hard to accept for me. For me, the biggest concern is that the feeling is that it's okay. This is what I'm saying. Why do a lot of fans feel so comfortable? They're like, oh, don't worry, when he gets his better players, even him himself is telling you that even if we get better players, our problem is deeper than it is. Because that's exactly what he means here. For me, the biggest concern is that the feeling it's okay. It's not okay. And when you talk to some other fans, is either they will call you a Rashford fan or a Ten Hag fan. The fact that you're speaking the truth or you're speaking exactly what is going on, they're like, oh, you're against the manager. I'm like, this is beyond being against the manager. This is beyond being a Rashford fan. This is beyond being a player fan. We are literally 16th on the table with 2 games to go, and you are giving excuses. Oh,
Mm,
he came mid-season. Did only not come mid-season, and we even qualified for Europa League without having
mm,
to win anything. Our squad now and our squad. The only thing is that there are two things. Amorin is very stubborn. He doesn't want to change. He said he's not going
yeah.
to change, and this is the only way he knows how to play. He literally said I only knows one way to play, and he's gonna keep playing that way until it works.
Yeah.
Manchester United manager should not know only one way to play.
Yeah.
Let me
I think
continue.
any top
He
team
said,
manager shouldn't have just one style of play.
you have
You should be able to
even if
adapt.
you are playing back three,
Yeah.
exactly. You are playing back three, right? You are playing back three. Yes, you can play back three, but why don't you play with two strikers? Why don't you start with two strikers? We have
Yeah.
Hoyland, we have Chido,
Exactly.
start with
Oh,
them.
Zex
Leave
is
Bruno
injured. That's
behind
true.
them. Let's see. No, he is strict to play the same way. Anyway, let me continue reading. The biggest problem in our club, because we are losing the feeling of we are a massive club. It's not that we are losing the feeling. The only reason why we're losing the feeling is because we are losing games.
Yeah.
That's just the
You guys
truth.
have lost so
I
many
tell a lot of people
games.
in we've lost so many games, and it's a mentality thing too. Winning is the same mentality as losing. A lot of people don't know that, or they don't want to
Mm,
believe that. That's by the way. Let me continue reading. We need to feel it is the end of the world to lose. This man just keeps saying exactly what I say, but fans say I'm a Ten Hag fan or I'm a
mm.
Rashford fan. The man is literally saying it himself, and I wonder how they feel when he says this because it's the truth. I will not talk about culture. It's a feeling, and it's the most dangerous feeling we have in a big club. The lack of urgency in everything we do. It's a big concern. As this man already knows the mess is in. And it's actually funny that he's saying it publicly. Anyway, he
Mhm.
said everybody's thinking about the final. But no, we have bigger things to think about, and we have to change a lot of things at the end of the season. We must focus on that. It's not about the players. I'm talking about myself. He's literally just telling us what the issue is. You see,
Mm.
when another person, this is exactly what I've been saying, but when another person say, when someone like me say it, they say no, oh, I supported Tenag for so long, why won't I support Tenag who won a trophy for us for the first time in 6 years, somebody who finished top four, somebody who went to two finals in one season, he did everything in one season, and you're not asking me why I'm supporting him or why I supported him.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Even though I, even
He
though I
said,
don't, I never rated Ten Hag, and I kind of looked at you a bit sideways for supporting him for so long, but I understood it because he won you trophies. Like you can't really deny that. Like for now, take Chelsea for example. Everybody, most people are not happy with Maresca, and I understand it. Even though I think
mm-hmm,
he's a good manager, people say that oh, he's not a good manager and all that. I don't agree with that. He's a good manager, but he's
mm-hmm,
inexperienced and nobody can fully
yeah,
back him unless he wins us trophies. Like if, for example, if
yeah.
we end up winning this conference league, then there'll be he has something to stand on, like some evidence to
Mm-hmm.
show. If he qualifies for top four and gets the trophy, then yeah, we have something to stand on. You can't just blindly back this Amorim guy because he hasn't won anything for you and you are losing. Because at least under
Same
Ten
thing I
Hag,
keep saying.
when you are losing, you still won trophies. Yeah.
Exactly. Now we are in Europa League final, right? Yes. But the feeling I had last season when we were in the FA Cup final and we were eighth is completely different from how I feel now. I'm going to celebrate if we win the final. Trust me, I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to celebrate like it's literally the last final that we might win anytime soon. I'm going to celebrate it too. But the feeling I have now is so different. Like it's so different. It's crazy. It's
Ah,
crazy, honestly. Like yes, we're in the Europa League final, but look at where we are on the table. It's
yeah.
honestly, man.
Let's talk more about the final. How are you feeling about the final? Do you think you guys will beat Tottenham? Yeah, seeing that you guys have already lost to them like three times already this season, are you confident going into it?
I don't know. It's different. Finals are different, right?
Mm-hmm.
Finals are different. Like there's no form in final. There's no head to head statistics in finals because anything can happen.
Mm, true.
Like anything can happen in a final. So I don't know. Am I confident? I'm not as confident as I was when we played against Manchester City last season in the FA Cup final because I knew that if these boys play, we are going to win, which is exactly what they did, and we won.
Mm,
So it's different. I'm kind of neutral here because Ange has the track record of winning trophies in his second season. You
yeah.
know, compared to Amorim that doesn't really. I mean,
I mean, he did well in
honestly, I don't really.
in Liga Portugal or whatever his
Yes,
name was.
but
Yeah.
you can't compare. Ten Hag did exceptionally well in Ajax. I mean, he won the league in all every season he was there. He won the league. I think except the COVID season
Mm-hmm.
because they cancelled the league. So Ten Hag had an exceptional track record, and
Mm-hmm.
he actually continued that track record here because he came, he won trophies in all the season he was that he completed. So
Yeah.
the track record was there. But for Amorim, like he was unbeaten this season, even in Champions League, until he left Sporting. You know, it took a while for Sporting to pick up again because now they are battling for their league. You know, it took a while for them to, like hustle their way back.
Yeah.
So for us in the final, I don't know, man. I hope we win because we're in the final. Um, but man, we will have to be very lucky. We'll
Yeah.
have to be very lucky. Yeah, we'll have to be very, very lucky.
Yeah. Well, personally, I don't know. For my own selfish reasons, I would prefer Spurs to beat you guys, but it's been so Spursy for them to have beaten you guys 3 times this season and then lose to you in the final, where in the most important match. So it can go either way, and honestly, because as a fan outside of England, I think most people would relate. We know more Man United fans. Like personally, on a personal level, I don't know any Spurs fan. So Man United winning
Mhm.
the Europa League does nothing for me. Plus, I don't. I feel like you guys shouldn't escape your shit form again. Because last season I was actually so
I don't
annoyed.
think we should.
I was actually so annoyed
I
because
don't
we
think we
qualified
should.
for Europa and you guys won the FA Cup and bumped us to Conference League. I like,
Yes, that
like
that felt really good to be honest. So I don't know. I hope we win. I one of the major reasons why I hope we win is because of Bruno because Bruno has carried us for so long. He
mm,
has the highest GA in Europa League history.
mm,
Like if there's anything, it should be because of him. Because since he picked up, he's the one that has picked us up since January till now.
mhm.
So it's going to be very heartbreaking if he doesn't win. If he doesn't win it, because this is his second chance.
Yeah.
First chance we lost. We lost through penalties.
Mhm.
Now that's one of not for anybody but for him. Honestly, I really hope that's That's what that's one of the reason why one of the major reason why I want us to win. Not just because honestly we actually don't deserve to win it
You
because
don't. You
I mean we
don't.
do deserve to win it. Let's think about it. We
You
are
don't
unbeaten in
deserve
the
to win
Europa League as
it.
well. So we are unbeaten in the Europa League. You can't form and league is different. Form wait cup competition, there's no form, you know. I remember the Euros in 2016 when Portugal won. Most of their games were 1-0, extra time penalties.
Mhm.
They really didn't blow out any team, you know. But when it comes, I mean, Chelsea and Manchester City in 2021 Champions League final, Chelsea played their game. Nobody really believed that they could win, but they won.
Yeah,
So
that Champions League final.
form is out of the window in cup games, bro.
Yeah, I understand. It's just when I say that I don't think you guys deserve to win. I mean, in terms of how the whole season has played out, you guys have, this has been
Oh yeah.
your,
Oh yeah.
literally your worst ever season. And
Yeah.
if you end up with a trophy at the end of it, like that's just insane. To me, you shouldn't win it. But from
Sad.
there,
But at the end of the day,
I think let's pivot to
but
Chelsea
okay.
because today we lost, even though
Yes.
my belief that we'll finish in Champions League places is not completely squashed. I was very upset today, mostly because of
Because of Nottingham Forest.
most.
That's
I'm upset mostly because of the way the game played out. Like I was actually so angry. I didn't even watch the second half. because like, and I hear that we played much better in second half, but honestly, I don't know because I couldn't do it to myself because like I could feel myself physically getting angry because it doesn't make any sense that not Newcastle was our most difficult fixture in our remaining run,
Hmm.
and we concede
No,
in the
you guys
first
are
two
playing us
minutes.
now.
Yeah, but you guys are literally 17th. Like, I'm not completely bothered about that. Um, we conceded in the first 2 minutes, and it was just completely insane. Lack of concentration, just casualness, and after that, Jackson, like, can't you understand the magnitude of this, of this match and what it means for uh what it means for our Champions League hopes, like everything that's culminated in this match, and he just goes and gets sent off. And the sending off means that he misses the remaining two games and he misses the first game of next season. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I was just so angry, and I was
Hmm.
happy that we didn't concede the second goal in the first half because I still felt like we could still do something. And from what I heard, we played better, we created chances, and Nick Pope made some good saves, which ended up helping them keep a clean sheet, and then they eventually ended up to win the game. I think I watched, yes, I after I cooled off, I came back and I watched the end of the match. I think I saw the goal. Like,
Mm.
I don't know. For about that
Okay.
sending off, even though like you I was about going on a Twitter rant and then you calmed me down. And I
Yeah. I saw when because so for me that game was so early. That game was like 6 a.m.,
mm,
6:30 a.m. and there's no way I'm waking up 6:30, even if it's my club. I may not be able to wake up that early on a Sunday morning to
mhm,
watch football, you know.
yeah.
But when I woke up, I looked at my phone. The first thing I saw was Jackson red card. I just laughed. Then I now looked again. I saw Tonali scored 2 minutes. I was like, how did that happen? Then who scored the other goal? I know it was 2-0.
I think
Who
it
scored
was it
the
Bruno Guimaraes? I don't even remember. It was like a fever dream.
G?
Yeah, I think it was Bruno Guimaraes.
I was just shaking my head. I was like, mm. Chelsea again. Chelsea
See,
fans they're going to eat Jackson alive.
the thing is, yeah, I
I'm trying to
think,
check. Okay,
like I
Bruno
said on
scored the
Twitter,
last minute.
yeah, Bruno scored in 90th minute. Like I said on Twitter, that game was the last straw for me for Jackson. I believe myself to be an objective Chelsea fan, so I
Fans.
never go too in on Jackson and I never overpraise him because I understand what he is. He is an average striker at best. Like, he's good on the ball, but as a striker, fundamentally, as what you need from a striker to score goals, he is not good at scoring goals. Like, he's not clinical. He doesn't get himself in the right attacking spaces. He doesn't have the finishing technique that you expect from a Premier League striker. Like, he's all of that, and at the same time, he still has the talent and potential in terms of he has good technical ability. He has good ball carrying ability. He can hold the ball up pretty well. He's strong. He's physical. He can win duels and all of that. So I understand what he is. And from the beginning, I've always said we needed another striker. Even at the beginning of the season, when people were on Twitter, like when Jackson was going on that his scoring form, and then people were like, "Oh, thank God we didn't sign Osimhen." Like, are you guys mad?
I remember.
Are you guys mad? With even if Jackson is good scoring goals right now, we still needed Osimhen because even forget Osimhen. Jackson is our only striker option because Nkunku is not a striker, and that McGeary guy, like, he's how old is he? He's like 17 or 18, or I don't even know. Like, you
Mm.
cannot be relying on an 18-year-old striker, like, in an important season when you're trying to get back into Europe and get back to the position that
Look at the
we are
table.
supposed to be. So we even forget
Mm.
Osimhen
Mm.
particularly, or the caliber of
That was
striker
a
that
good
we
game.
need. We still needed
Mm.
more than one striker, which was apparent when, honestly, Hala Madrid, you're right. We might just as well play Kukurea in striker. But, like, we needed another striker. And when during January window, I was so angry because they just weakened the team. And at the end of the transfer window, Jackson and Geary got injured in the same game. Like, what kind of bad luck is that? And ever since then, Jackson hasn't been the same player, like remotely. At least before he got injured, even when he doesn't score, he can have good games. He can be productive, can create chances and all that. But since he came back, other than that Everton game that he scored that goal from outside the box, he has done absolutely nothing. He has
Mm.
actually been almost a net negative in the games that he has played. Because can you imagine our striker got a red card, got sent off, and the second half we played better without him? Can you like what kind of
That's
nonsense is
crazy.
that? That is mad. That is
This
madness.
I just looked at the table, right? And
Yeah.
this match was so important for you guys not to
Very
lose,
important.
at
Because if
least
we
to
beat
draw.
Newcastle,
Because the
we would have
games,
solidified Champions League places. Carry on, sorry.
two more games between fifth and second, there are 5 points. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Newcastle can actually go second. They can finish second.
Yeah.
So I'm sure those guys. I like Newcastle. I like their mentality.
Yeah.
You know. I remember when we sacked Ten Hag,
Mm-hmm.
Newcastle were 12th, we were 11th, or the other way around. But I know we were very close.
Yeah.
And a lot of Man United fans, they were referencing to Newcastle that, oh, Newcastle, look at them. That I was like, okay, but these guys, I knew that their mentality is very strong. Even if they have injuries, their manager is actually knows what he's doing. Probably he has lots of experience based on he was in Bournemouth before. So
Yeah.
he has that experience, he knows what to do because the fact that they moved from 12th to 3rd, bro, who did they sign? Who did they sign in January?
In January, did they sign
Did they sign
anybody?
anybody in
I don't
January?
think they signed
I
anybody.
don't think so. They actually did not even start with Tonali.
Yeah, because of that his gambling thing.
Tonali had his
Gambling
gambling thing
suspension, yeah.
exactly. Like I, man, it's quite funny. It's quite funny. But this game was very important for you guys.
Very
You guys
important.
are playing us next. You might get
Mm-hmm.
free win, but I don't know. I think we're going to rest a lot of players because that Wednesday we're playing the final. So you guys most likely might win that game. But I don't know what Amorim will decide to do. We've considered 43. We've considered 53. Oh, Jesus, we've considered 53 goals this season. We've not even considered that much. You know.
I think Chelsea we considered like
Man, I
60
don't want to
goals last
see.
season under
I don't want to
Pochettino.
talk about this thing because if I keep talking about Amorim and Man United, I'll just get pissed because
Yeah.
it doesn't make
That's why
sense.
I was trying
See,
to
see
shift it to
Wolves,
Chelsea so you not get angry. You are still going back
see
to Man
Wolves,
United.
Everton, West Ham. They were all below us before he came or when he came. Wolves had a new manager. When he did Wolves sign anybody?
In
And you
January, no,
see
I don't think
United
so.
fans talking nonsense. Those ones that keep saying give him his players, they piss me off so much because I'm like, you can reference to different managers that yes, I understand why you need different system, but it's the job of the manager to fix it. It's the job of the
Mm.
manager to identify players that can actually do what you want, or at least win you games. If not for Bruno, if not for Bruno, that's why I really want us to win that Europa League. I don't even care
Mm.
whether Amorim stays or goes. I want Bruno to win that title because I feel like he's wasting his career. He's
Yeah,
already a
it's a
legend for
shame.
me, but I feel like he's wasting a career.
It's a shame he has spent
You
his prime years in Man United when you
just
guys are not at your best.
imagine if Bruno was in Real Madrid. I think Real Madrid need a Bruno-like kind of player now because you can play Bellingham, but Bellingham is not a creative.
Yeah,
Just
but they
imagine
got
Bruno
Trent now. I
behind
think Trent
Mbappe
can
and
serve that
Vini.
purpose. I think Trent can serve that
Trent is
purpose.
a right back. I'm
Yeah,
talking
but
about
he is create.
midfield.
He's a creative player as well.
Yes, he's a creative player for sure.
And
Their
those,
right back and
because
left back
most of
don't
the
do too
chances that
much.
Bruno gets, sorry, Bruno creates is all those his long balls. Most of them. So Trent can provide
Just
that with his
imagine
crosses and his
Bruno
true
behind
passes.
Vini and Mbappe. Ah, You enjoy to watch. It would be like Ozil of back in the day, man, for Real
Oh,
Madrid.
I won't put
But
them
we
together,
don't
but
want to sell
okay.
him. No, I mean in terms of let's not go there.
Let's not go there. You're right.
Bruno has done so much
What are
more,
your thoughts
honestly.
on Liverpool winning the league?
They deserve it. See, anything you tell me, I want to reference back to my club, but I don't want to. I'm trying really hard
Yeah, I'm
not to
trying to stay
because
you away from it so you not get angry. You keep
slot
going back to talk about
slot
them.
came slot came into a new league. Who did he sign?
Only
They won the
Chiesa.
league.
We only signed
But what
Chiesa.
did Chiesa do? What did he do? Nothing. So
Nothing.
apparently they didn't sign anybody. Some United fans are saying, give him his players, blah blah blah.
No, but to
He
be
came
fair though,
mid-season.
the Liverpool team that won the league, they already have at least three, no, four world class players in their team. So
Do you know that?
it's not the same thing. Because they have Salah, they have Van Dijk, they have Trent, they have Alisson. Like he inherited a squad with four world class players. You can't compare it to
You
what Amorim
yes, but
inherited.
do you know that Liverpool wanted Amorim too, but they changed their
Yeah, I
mind.
remember they were looking at him.
Good. They changed their mind. Now we are the ones suffering it. To be fair, I would say I would say he knew very well what he was coming into.
Mhm.
But the owners, they are more of a bigger problem than him. Because the fact that they brought him mid-season, even when he said, I don't want to come. Let me come at the end of the season. They said no. Now or never. They pressured him, he came. Anyway, let's continue talking about Liverpool.
But yeah, I think it's been nice because out of everybody in the league, I think I always prefer Liverpool or City to win it when Chelsea is not involved. And it has been very, what's the word? It has been very entertaining watching Arsenal fans behaving in this season and how watching
You
Arsenal
know,
specifically just fall away by the wayside because
you
looking
know
back on
that
it, there was
Arsenal, they're
actually
going to get cooked.
no challenge for Liverpool this season because everybody else
Exactly.
was just bad.
Some Arsenal fans, they were saying, oh, when Pep goes, Ateta is going to take over. I was just laughing. Pep is still here. Another man came from another league. Do you know that Ten Hag beat Slot to the title before he left?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's a shame. Arsenal fans are going to get cooked regardless. If that Spurs win the Europa League, Spurs will
Yeah, or
win
Man
their
United.
first trophy in God knows how long compared to Arsenal. So you're trying to tell me Spurs will win the first European title before Arsenal. And Arsenal, they claim to be the contenders every season. Contenders.
And
Contenders that cannot
they
win
might not even
anything.
finish second this season. No? It's very possible that they might not finish second because
Yeah, it's possible. They
because they
got
only
lucky that they got a
have
point today.
yeah because even the Southampton that they are playing like Southampton they managed to get 1 point from City yesterday. So
Manchester City, yeah.
if they play the same time,
Let me see.
if they play the same way against Arsenal and just sit down in a low block and just defend the whole game, when they can because looking at these fixtures, I thought okay, Southampton is guaranteed 3 points for Arsenal. But man, I think because they are playing Newcastle and Southampton
So
as their
City
last two
have
games.
FA Cup final. They have FA Cup final next Sunday or
Oh, it's
Saturday.
next
I think
Sunday.
Sunday. Today is what? Yes.
Today is Sunday.
No, Saturday.
Oh, next
Yeah,
Saturday.
today is 11th. So their final is on the 16th, which
Mm.
is on. Oh, their final is on the 17th, is on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know why we have. Oh, I think I know why. Because of the Club World Cup. That's why they put
Yeah.
the Europa League final. Conference League final. I don't know about Champions League final. I think Champions League final should be the last. But
Yeah,
City
Champions League
have
final is always the last game of the season.
mm, City have Fulham away. They have Bournemouth at home.
But that Conference League
Fulham
final, I don't
away
know
is going
when
to be
it
quite
is
difficult.
though. Because the last time I
It's on a
checked, I
Sun.
think,
It's after the Europa League final. It's the
yeah,
Saturday
I think it's
of the
after we
Europa League
play you
final.
guys,
After
no? Yeah, it's after
yes,
our Man
yes.
United game. But the last time I checked, I think it was 22nd that I saw, but I think, I'm not sure. I think the
Let
date
me
might
check.
have changed.
So Europa League final is on the 21st on Wednesday, man. I don't even know if I'm.
Oh, it's
I don't.
28th of May
It's gonna be
now,
difficult.
the Conference League final.
That's a week after. So that's the coming Wednesday.
I don't even like that they put it on a weekday,
Wednesday is
sef.
the month.
They could have made a weekend
Yeah,
out of it.
man, it's gonna be hard for me. It's gonna be hard for me to watch that game, sharp, but we'll see. We'll see. But
Yeah,
it's quite a
yeah.
shame. It's quite
Because
a
I remember
shame.
they moved the date. Because last time I checked, it was 22nd. Because I remember it was in between the Man United game and the Forest game, but they've moved it to 28th
Yeah,
of May
and
now.
everybody they were asking questions why that was a thing. Like it doesn't make sense.
Well, to be fair,
It's a
I
shame.
prefer the final to be after the Nottingham Forest game, sha, so that we can focus on getting Champions League places. We don't need any more distractions. Champions League final is
But
on the 31st of May.
worst case scenario, you go to Europa League.
Yeah,
You guys are
that's
going to be in Europe next season for
yeah.
sure.
I think we'll definitely be in
So
Europe, but I really want to be in Champions League, man.
no,
I've missed Champions League.
it's not definitely you guys. Aston Villa they're already in Europe, so you guys are above Aston Villa. So even
Yeah,
Nottingham Forest too. Are going to go to Europe. No, you Nottingham Forest. They are not going to go to Europe.
no, they will.
See.
I think they will.
Are they Nottingham Forest is okay, yeah,
They're right
they
behind us. I
might
think they're on the
be
same points as us. Nottingham Forest. They have 63
no
points.
no no no. They have 62. They
No,
didn't win
not
today.
Nottingham Forest has. Oh yeah, 62. Sorry, I was thinking about Aston
62
Villa.
points.
Sorry, I was thinking about
It's
Aston
Aston
Villa.
Villa that
Yeah, Aston Villa is on the same
as you
points
and
as
Aston
us.
Villa, you guys Aston Villa have easier fixtures because they play Spurs next. Spurs they are going to rest their players for the final. you
No,
know.
but then the final
So
is far away now. Abi? 21st of May.
see
The
Villa
final
play
is still far now.
Spurs
They don't need to
on
rest
the
players. Like what?
16th. I'm talking about Spurs. Spurs they are resting. Spurs didn't play their starters today now. That's why they lost. They didn't play. They didn't. All their centre backs. They rested their centre back. Son is not playing. The only Kulufevski that played today and
Actually, you
that
might
got
be right.
injured. They've been using academy players since,
Yeah, you might be right. You
and they
might
are
be
playing
right.
against Aston Villa at home. They are
Well,
playing against
Aston Villa is
Aston
at
Villa
home.
away. So yes,
Oh,
on the
damn.
16th, which is this Saturday. So Spurs they are
Oh,
not even going to stress themselves.
we really
Spurs won't
just made
stress.
things
They
so
if they
much
lose, they
more
lose.
difficult for ourselves, man. We really made things so much more
Yeah,
difficult
but
for
you never
ourselves.
know. With
We
Spurs,
should we
Spurs
should not have
will.
lost to Newcastle. We
Yeah,
should not have
that's
lost
what
to
I was saying. When
Newcastle.
I looked at the table, it's going to be very difficult because Villa most likely win that game, right?
Yeah,
Then you guys most likely will win us because I'm sure we will be resting players because that
yeah,
match is before the final. That match is
yeah,
literally 5 days before the final. So
yeah.
um
Yeah,
so we'll see.
that's why I'm not too sad about the whole Newcastle loss because in my prediction video, Seth, that was the only Newcastle was the only game that I predicted us dropping points at. Because is Newcastle at St James's Park. Like we don't have a good record at St James's Park. So
Okay.
I didn't expect a win, but I was really disappointed that we could not at least get a draw, and Jackson just messed the whole thing up. Hmm.
Ah, Jackson. I've not seen the highlights here. I'll probably see after the stream. I'll probably
Hey,
check
it's
out
true,
for
Seth.
this one.
Thank you. You just reminded me. I wanted to rant about the referee. Please, Freddie, have you ever seen somebody get sent off for elbowing somebody in the face or in the head?
Elbow. Do you know I saw it right? Do you know why he looked at that as violent conduct? Because he looked at the defender or whoever, I don't know who the player was, but he looked at him and it was an intentional thing. That to me,
See,
that
Fred,
that's what
Fred,
I saw. It
Fred,
was
I understand
intentional.
it is foul play. I understand that it is serious foul play. I understand that. That's not my dispute. What I'm asking you is, have you ever seen somebody get sent off for it? Because I have not. I
I
don't.
can't remember.
My memory is not the best. I admit that. So I might have forgotten or
You say it
something.
was a reckless elbow.
But I have never seen anybody get sent off for it. Never. I have seen in like 3 seasons ago, this guy
I'm watching
Vinicius
it
from
again.
Fulham. This guy karate chopped Thiago Silva in the back of his neck 2 times. They didn't even give a foul. They didn't even give a foul. The guy looked at Thiago Silva,
That
karate chopped him in the
I'm
back of the
watching it
neck.
again and it was really bad. That was a
See, I
really
don't care
bad
how bad
elbow.
it was,
It
Fred. I
was
have
it
never
was
seen
see
anybody
if
get sent off for it.
don't blame the referee. Don't blame the referee. It was VAR that called it back. The referee gave him a yellow
And
card.
that
But
is my
VAR was
exact
the one that
point. That's my exact point. Even the referee on the
ah
field gave a yellow card and moved on. But why the VAR call him back to check it? Like it doesn't make any sense.
Jackson looked so guilty.
I've never seen anybody get sent off for it. I admit
um
it's foul play, it's reckless
it's
play.
probably because of
He endangered his opponent. It was very stupid of
no no
Jackson. He
no.
shouldn't have done it. He sold the
It
match.
was
I
bad.
understand all of that. I agree with all of that. But I have never seen anybody get sent off for it. And it doesn't make any sense to me why he got
Like
sent off.
it's even in if it's in basketball, they are probably going to elevate the foul as maybe a flagrant foul where you shoot two free throws and you get the ball back again. This was a very bad tackle. I'm literally watching it again, and you could tell that he looked at the defender, positioned himself, and it was like it was. I mean, Jackson looked very guilty after it. The
But yeah,
referee did his job, but VAR said that it's violent conduct. That's why. Um, that's quite unfortunate. No, it was VAR that called it back. Foul play.
like even this season,
When it's any part of from the shoulder above is
even
red
this
zone.
season,
You know.
even this season, yeah. What you call it? This guy Van der Ven from Spurs, when we played them away, I think yeah, I think it was the away game. Van der Ven, he elbowed what's his name? Lavia in the head. Like he looked at him, same thing. He ran towards him. I have never seen anybody run like this. Fred, look at me. Have you ever seen anybody run like this before? He ran
Mm.
towards Lavia and did like this to his head. It wasn't a foul. They didn't even call it foul. Like, do you
VAR is
understand
so
what I'm saying? I
inconsistent.
have never seen anybody get sent off for it, and it makes no sense to me why he got sent off for that. Because I've never seen it. Because
VAR, they are so inconsistent. I'm
the
telling you.
inconsistency with the referees is just alarming. Because what like farm? I was
Terrible,
God,
man.
very terrible. I'm trying to find this this video of this Vinicius guy. What's his name again?
I wonder where he is now.
I think he's still in the Prem.
But the thing
Carlos
is,
Vinicius.
um, I think one of the reasons why VAR actually called everything back was because of the position Jackson was. It didn't look like he contested for it, but the he didn't really jump that much too. There are
No,
a
no,
lot of things
it's
that
the
they
other
looked
way.
at.
Jackson jumped. It was the defender that didn't jump. Botman or whatever his name is.
Yes, because he was already, And that also contributed to everything because if both of them had jumped, there's no way his elbow would have hit him in the head. Probably by his side. But the fact that Jackson jumped from position A to position B, he didn't jump vertically. So
Mm.
that was another thing they're also looking at as well. Because if you are jumping this way, then you have an intention to, harm the player. So to me, I think it was harsh, but it's like a fifty
It
fifty
was
thing.
very harsh. The red card was very
Because
harsh.
if you watch it over and over again, you understand why they gave him a red card.
I found the
Yeah,
video.
the referee felt like it was a red card, but VAR
Mm.
was like, nah. Jackson, I felt like he was just doing too much. That was too extra and very unnecessary.
Yes, he shouldn't have done that. Like, yeah, he shouldn't have put his elbow out like that. I agree with that.
And
It
they
was very
they
dumb
didn't
of
bail him
him.
out. So there are situations where the referee will bail you out. Look at last season. Last season, the amount of red cards Casimiro got. Oh, very questionable. Very, very questionable. Even when the other one they sent him off 2 seasons ago,
Can
when
you
he was
imagine?
holding somebody's collar, they said he was choking him. Casemiro suffered, sha, I won't lie.
Yeah.
But the ref didn't bail Jackson out. VAR did not bail Jackson out, so that's probably what cost you guys the game.
Yeah, it definitely cost us game
Honestly,
because I still believe that we could have gotten a draw out of that if not for
St James Park, that place,
we could have gotten a draw
you
if
go
not
there.
for the red card. I'm trying to send you this thing, the video. I want to play it on stream though, but I don't know if it's copyrighted or something.
They will, they will. They will copyright you
But I got it from YouTube
on
though.
YouTube. They will, yeah, they will still copyright you. I
Oh,
tried watching videos from highlights from YouTube itself. If they will copyright you, most likely.
how do I interact with this thing again? I've forgotten. Okay, yes. I sent the video to you though, so you can see. Mm, copy. Sorry. Are
All right,
you
let
are
me
you on
end my
stream?
stream. I was, or I still am. I'm about to end my stream. I was displaying the same thing you had.
Okay. How do I interact with this thing again?
Stream ending.
See, look at him. Oh. See, he punched Thiago Silva in the head
Nice,
twice.
nice stream today.
Twice. They didn't give it as a foul. He karate chopped the guy in the neck. They didn't give it as a foul. Obviously, they can't show the full
So,
video, but it was crazy. When I remember watching that game and I was like, what the hell? I remember watching that game, I was like, what the hell? Anyway, how long have I been live for?
it's last season.
Oh damn, your
That
mic is
was
misbehaving.
last season. Thiago Silva left last season.
Your mic is misbehaving. Yeah, he left last season.
Been live for over 30 minutes or so.
30 minutes. Oh damn, it feels longer.
Again, I'm
What did you say?
literally not doing anything.
Oh wow. Hey Didi and hey K. What's up? Thanks for rolling into the stream.
Mhm.
Have you sorted your mic out?
Mhm.
Have you sorted your mic out? I can't hear you. Are you muted? Let me check if you're muted. Okay, you're not muted.
Hey, what's good, man? We've been talking. We've been talking about football since.
Yeah, we've been talking, man. I got carried away, Seth. I forgot the chat.
Mike is working.
Okay, you're good now. You're good now.
I just did it. Mic test and it works.
Yeah, it's working now. It's working now. You're good. Can you hear me?
Jeez, 4 hours. Oh my god. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, okay, you're good now. Man, I didn't. I wanted to watch the Classico today, but I didn't get around to it. After the Chelsea game, I just lost interest in all the games. I went to sleep.
Hmm. That sleep after your team loses.
I
Hmm.
swear, I just went to sleep,
Everything,
man.
everything, everything Amorin said today, very true. Very, very much true. I won't lie. I didn't even know that he said all this stuff.
Mm. Me personally, I don't even look
Like,
at
this is
Maresca's.
exactly what I used to say.
I don't look at Maresca's press conferences anymore because most times they just annoy me.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
But the players that you guys have been linked to so far in the summer, are you happy about them?
Rubbish players, man. I'm not happy about them. Is it Cunha that is going to take us to maybe you take us out of relegation zone,
Yeah,
but
Cunha is
not
good now. He
top four.
drove Wolves out of relegation zone now. He helped them leapfrog you guys. So with Cunha, you guys can be finishing like 11, 12 next season. Better now, better than 16,
What a
17.
shame. What a shame and disgrace. Ah, God forbid bad thing. I'm just glad that he's able to say all these things because he understands everything. I'm just glad he's saying all these things because like the feeling that we already it's a mentality thing. When we lost so many games like this, what did they expect?
Mhm.
A shame. Things will get better, I hope.
Yeah, eventually things will get better for sure. Because you guys
That's
actually
what they said
have
when this
you guys actually have
what they
like
said when
a
they
good
sacked Tenag.
opportunity to improve next season. Because one of the benefits
Nothing is
of
going to change. If they are going to continue like this, nothing will change.
yeah, but
I'm
one of
being
the
honest
benefits
with
of
you.
getting to rock bottom is whatever happens next is like is always an improvement. So the margin for improvement for you guys is exponential at the moment. Because as long as you don't get relegated next season, you can't be worse. And if you guys sign
If it
players,
was
I think
our
you guys will be
manager at the
better.
beginning of this season, who knows? Maybe we would have been battling relegation now.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think Amorim is that bad. And I think by next season,
Yeah, I
you'd
don't think it's
have
that bad, but I don't think it's good for. I don't think our players are that bad either.
true. He's just stubborn. That's the only thing.
Yeah, it's very stubborn. They say, "Oh, don't change because of the players." Who will not play? Enter field and play now. If you don't want to change, enter field and play. So annoying.
Really? One.
But it's all good, Sha. Whoa. I know that at least my complaints um have not been a waste of time or just because oh I supported Tenak so Tenak gave me evidence of why I should support him and why I should support him. I mean The reasons why I spotted him.
That's
So,
part of why I want Maresca to win Conference League because I know the
so you have
board is not
something to
going.
hold on to.
Yeah, I know the board is not going to sack him this summer. So, like whether he wins it or not, he'll be here next season. So, at least if we enter next season with a Conference League trophy that he won, most of the players in the team they've never won trophies before. So, at least everybody
Mm,
in the team has won at least a trophy. You understand what I'm saying? And our manager too, he has at
mm-hmm.
least done something. And he has brought a trophy. Even though people are trying to ridicule the trophy and whatnot. Me, personally, I don't look down on any trophy.
Exactly.
I don't look
Anybody that
down on
wants to
any
ridicule their
trophy,
own trophy, that's their business. So I
honestly.
remember when they tried to do that. They tried to do that when we won the
Back up.
League Cup. Oh, they were like energy drink cup. I said, okay, first time in six. Do you know how long 6 years is? Take 6 years back from this year, 2019, before
Mm,
COVID. That
mm,
was 6 years ago. A lot
yeah,
has happened from then till now.
yeah,
You know, he tried to ridicule everything. I said, okay, no
yeah.
problem.
Honestly, because even me personally, I understand that most people don't care about like Conference League or Carabao Cup. Good. Because that's like the most that I'll say as a rival fan. If somebody won League Cup and whatever, I'll say nobody cares about it.
Mm.
But I will never say, oh, that's not a trophy. It's still a trophy, whether people care about it or not. It is still results.
It's a
Like the
major one.
aim, the
It's a
aim
major one.
of the aim of playing the game is to win games and to win trophies. So well, as long as there's any trophy available, I want us to win it.
Win
I was
it.
really sad when we got knocked out of FA Cup and Carabao Cup this season. Because if we had remained in those two competitions until like semi-finals,
Mm.
I don't think a lot of Chelsea fans will have the same negative impression of Maresca. But because we got knocked out of those cups, that's part of the reason a lot of them are not happy with him, and especially with the
Mm-hmm.
manner that we got knocked out. Because when we played Newcastle, I remember that game vividly. We put out our Conference League team against Newcastle, and I'm like, are you serious? Like, what? Oh God, are you serious? That was his first misstep, and then the way we got beat by Brighton,
I remember I
especially in the
watched that game
back-to-back
too.
games, like the
Against
way we got
Brighton,
knocked
Abby.
out was very unsavory. So a lot of people like it left a bad taste in their mouths.
Mm. Can imagine.
Yeah. But anyway, we push on. Um, at least I'm happy that what do you call it? I'm happy that this Newcastle game has happened and is behind us because, like I said, it's the toughest game that we've had like in our run. And even though
Mm.
we didn't get any points from it, but at least it's over. And then we can focus on the remaining two games that I genuinely think are winnable. Because if we win the remaining two games, we are definitely in Champions League spot. It's still in our hands.
Yeah.
And like
True.
watching people over exaggerate and be scared that oh we're not making this, we're not making like I never really understood it because
But if we beat you guys now, you guys will have a very very tough time getting to Champions League.
yes, definitely. But the point I was trying to make is that the top four race, the Champions League spot, since the beginning of time, it has always been a battle between inconsistent teams. Like look at Nottingham Forest. And before today, people were saying, "Oh, that's easy 3 points for Nottingham Forest." And I remember I made a tweet under that post like Leicester City is not easy 3 points for Nottingham Forest. Like I don't know what
Mm-hmm.
you guys are looking at. Like Nottingham Forest is not Man City. Nottingham Forest is not Arsenal. Yes, they've been good this season, but they are not the team that everybody thinks they are. Even Aston Villa will struggle
Yeah.
against Leicester City. Like they might still beat them, but it's not going to be easy. You understand what I'm saying?
Easy. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
not none of the games that everybody has, even though yes, you can say that Chelsea has the most difficult run out of all the teams fighting for top four. But at the end of the day,
Possibly
nobody has easy games. Like look at City,
at all.
they drop point to Southampton. Like you see Aston Villa, they almost lost to who did they play? Sef? I forgot who it was. That they won 1-0. Was it Wolves?
Who did they play?
I forgot who they played. Or was it Ipswich?
Bournemouth.
Oh, it was Bournemouth. Yeah, yeah. We almost lost to Bournemouth now. They won 1-0. Like none of these games are easy. Even this FA Cup between Man City and Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace could beat Man
Crystal
City.
Palace.
They could beat
Possibly,
Man
yeah.
City, and I
I
hope they
agree.
do. That would be so fun.
Oh, I really hope they do, man. Oh
Yeah.
man. Oh, it would be so nice if they do. Honestly, it would be very good if they do. But
Because
never know.
even Man City, I'm not happy that they might get away with this their bad form this season. Because they've stabilized
Exactly.
and
They
they're
don't
back in the
deserve
top
anything.
four.
If we don't deserve anything, they don't. Both had bad seasons. Pep should have been sacked. How many? Man, I don't even know who was worse.
Good. Oh, you guys were worse now. Come on. You guys are 16th. You guys are 16th. I don't even know if you're actually 16th. I
Yes,
just know you're around
enjoy
there.
enjoy the fact that we are 16 to
I'm
keep
enjoying it too.
saving.
I'm not even going to lie because I
Take
remember
it to
when we
another.
finished 12th, Freddie. I remember
We
when
did
we
not allow you
finished
to
12th.
rest.
You're in my
Why will I?
WhatsApp. You
I'm a rival fan. I'm going to mock you guys with every opportunity I get. And you
see
guys
me,
should do the same because
I
that is
will
what
always
football
remind
is.
you because I'm not really one for insults and all of that. I don't think I'm that creative in that aspect, but I will always remind you that you're 16th because that's insane. Like
Yeah,
if the bottom three teams were any good, if they were any good in any capacity, you guys might be battling relegation because
I agree.
you guys haven't even got to the 40
Absolutely.
points yet. Like
Mm.
you guys are not 40 points
Two games
yet.
to go. You don't have 40
Two
points.
games to
Awful.
go, you don't have 40 points. And you
Two
might
games
not
to
even get
go.
40 points. You might not even get
We're playing
40
Aston Villa
points.
and Chelsea. We're playing two teams that need Champions League.
That's what I'm
Aston
saying. You
Villa
might
and
not get
Chelsea.
40 points.
Awful, please. I don't think this
Uh,
manager should not reach next season because he does. If this was his audition, he has failed woefully. At least try and I always say it. Get points on the board.
yeah,
Get points on the board. That is what will keep you on your job.
yeah.
Now he's crying and he's doing all this. When he came in the beginning, when this guy came in the beginning with so much ginger,
Mm,
everything has dawned on him that oh, this job is bigger than me. And the
yeah,
truth is
man.
that uh, Ineos, they have to make a decision. Do we sack him? If we sack him, we have to pay compensation because we have to buy him out of Sporting. We paid extra.
Yeah.
Now, Ineos
I don't think
made
you guys sack him
so
though.
many terrible decisions.
I don't think you guys sack him
Yeah, I don't
because
think we'll sack him, but I think it's going to get worse.
it
If
reflects
he's still doing the
really
same thing,
poorly on you guys if you sack him.
ah, we
After
are
six
worse now.
months,
Now
you buy a
the
manager
person that they
out of
should
his
have not
contract and he spends only 6 months and you've already sacked him. That's not good.
the person that the person they should have not sacked was Ten Hag because he had the evidence of why he had the evidence of being a winner. He
Mm,
had the evidence of also at least attempting to challenge.
yeah,
First, his first season we finished third. I mean, we went to two cup finals and we won. Evidence was there, but when they now looked at the football, they're like, okay, we can't even compare then and now. Where we are now, oh my god.
yeah.
For me to even sit down and watch us play for 15 minutes, I'm going to get distracted. because the game is boring. The style of play is horrible. I'm being honest here.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love my team. I love my club, and I will speak the truth when I have the opportunity to speak the truth because I will not say, "Oh, we are doing well." Oh, I've been trying to look for excuses, but there's no excuse anywhere because I've not seen. I've literally not seen anything. I've not seen anything.
Anything good?
I will say, okay, yes, I will say, okay, let me back this man blindly. I back managers, but not blindly. It's not like I'm saying he
I
should be
disagree.
sacked.
I think you backed managers blindly because I
Who
think
have I backed?
you
Who have
backed
I backed?
only you backed only blindly.
I
It's
didn't back
We're
Ole.
soldier.
Ole finished. Ole Ole finished in Ole's first season. His first half season, we qualified for Europe.
Yeah, but you didn't win
Mourinho was
anything though.
already. Yes, we didn't win anything, but you could
And
see
I think
that
you
we went
guys,
to a final.
yeah, but you guys lost like was
We
it two
finished second.
finals?
Have you forgotten? Have you finished? It's just one. We finished third. We finished second on that Ole. It's two first full season. We finished third and we finished
Oli wasn't
second.
a good
We
manager.
went. Ole was to me. Ole is even a better manager than Amorim when
I
it comes to
disagree.
identifying the strength. Let me explain. When it comes to identifying the strength of your players, not being very rigid, adapting. I mean, there are a
But
lot
Oli
of
never
Ole
adapted
just
though. He just
needed.
played counter attack.
He did.
He didn't
No,
adapt. He just played
that was
counter
because
attack.
he knew that that was the strength of his players,
And that's what I'm
and
saying.
he knew that the
I
club.
don't think Ole is a better
Now
manager.
let me explain. This is where I'm going to. He knew that the club was not going to sign any. Who did we sign on the under Ole was? Who did we sign under Ole that was a top player except Bruno?
I don't remember your signings, but you guys signed this guy
Pogba was
Alex
already there
Telles now.
before.
You guys signed Alex Telles. He's a
Yes,
good left back, and he barely played.
we had Luke Shaw then. Luke Shaw was better at that time.
Was
We
he?
needed a DM. Every attacking, it was fun to watch. Attacking wise, it was very good. Like you could watch us. Either we used to blow away teams. We beat Manchester City so many times, back
Yeah,
to
I remember
back.
that.
We
I
did a
think that
double.
that's
We did a
that was
double
the
over Man
thing
City,
that was the thing that
Arsenal.
kept what's his name in a job, fully in a job, because you guys beat Man City a bunch of times.
Only lost the cup final. We were still doing well in the league, and we went to Europa League final. It's not that we were doing all the season, we never did really bad in the league. We were always in Europe in all the seasons. Even when he was sacked, we were still in Europa League spot when he got sacked.
Mm.
His first season, we qualified for Europe. We almost made top four. His second full season, we finished third. His next season, we finished second. We're building. I don't think we're building under Ole, and I felt like he needed more time because a lot of fans already criticized his style of play. Oh, we are playing counter attacking. Manchester
That was all
United should
you
not
guys
play
did.
counter attacking.
If any team was sitting in a low block, you guys had no ideas.
We still have the problem now. We still have the problem now.
Yeah, but he didn't
Till
even try
today,
to
we have
remedy
that
that
problem.
though.
That's why I gave you the example. Who did we sign under Ole to solve that problem?
But you already had Bruno, you had Pogba,
No.
you still had Rashford at the
We
time.
signed.
I
We
think you guys
signed.
bought Cavani that time now.
Yes, we signed
Exactly. You even
Bruno.
had
It's
a
only
better
that signed
striker than
Bruno.
what you have now. Then
Yes, but Cavani didn't play more of the games. It was even Lukaku. Lukaku didn't enter the next season. On that,
yeah,
it was
exactly.
Martial, Rashford. It was
Marshall
Martial,
was injured
Rashford,
all the
and
time.
Greenwood.
Marshall was injured
But
all the time. It was
not all the
Cavani.
not all the time.
It was Cavani initially, and then you guys signed Wergos, Abi, or was Wergos under Tehag?
No,
Oh
yes,
no,
it
no,
was.
yes, it was
Remember, we
Igalo.
also had
Igalo, yes, you had Cavani, you had Igalo,
that was yes. I remember now.
you
We had
had
Igalo,
Greenwood,
we
you
had
had Lingard.
Greenwood, we had Rashford, that was because Oli was able to identify that these players can play this way. Now, the truth is where I said that he needed more support in terms of the footballing side.
Hmm.
There was nobody that could tell Ole that what you are doing needs to change because the owners they really didn't care. They didn't really on. We had no director of football then.
Yeah, I
You
remember
know,
you guys
there was no
sacked this
director of
guy. I've
football
forgotten his
then. So,
name. What's his name
Woodward.
again? Woodward, yeah, Ed Woodward.
Woodward was now our director of football.
Well,
It was
but he
just
was
the
acting as your
seasons.
director now.
No, we never had one.
No, but he was.
It was just like
You don't just not have one. Somebody acts as one, even when you don't have one appointed. Like
well, he
when our
acted.
director of football got sacked, Todd Bowley and Thomas Tuchel, they were acting as the directors of football. They were doing their job or carrying out the job
Yeah,
descriptions of that.
possibly. Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. So he was
But
acting
in
as it,
terms
even
of
though you didn't have one hired.
see, the club keeps making the same mistake. We signed Van de Beek. Why? We had Bruno. We didn't need a Van der Beek.
You
We had
guys
Lingard
maltreated
that
Van
could
de Beek,
also
man.
play. He just wasted his career.
Yeah, you guys wasted his career, man. You didn't even give him a chance. Nobody gave him a chance.
He wasn't able to. He wasn't able to. We didn't need him. The club just signed him. I don't know why. We needed a CDM. We needed another player for Matic. We didn't need. We had Lingard cover up for Bruno in some cases. You
Hmm.
know, signing Van de Beek was just a waste of time because like he didn't really do anything for us. Just like how us signing Mount was very questionable because we had Bruno. We didn't really need Mount.
I actually
Like
kind
Ten
of
Hag didn't really
understand the
need Mount.
Mount signing, though.
Ten Hag didn't really need Mount
I
because
kind of understand
you
it,
can't
though.
spend that. You can't
Because,
spend that amount of money for a bench player because Bruno was always going to start.
yeah,
Where was
but
Mount going to play?
the
A striker.
idea for signing Mount was to play him alongside Bruno and then have a
It wasn't
DM.
possible.
That was the idea behind
Well,
it, though. It was supposed to be Bruno and Mount
Mount
as the two
Steph,
eights, and then a DM behind them. That was the idea of it.
who was going to be our DM behind?
That's the issue. They never signed the
Casemiro.
DM that was meant to be
Casemiro could
behind
not
them.
run anymore.
And that's the point I'm
Casemiro
making.
could not run.
Yeah,
This
they
club,
didn't
man, this
sign
club
the DM
is
that is
just so
meant to
shit.
sit for two of them because it actually makes some form of sense because both Bruno and Mount, when fit, will give you the same level of work rate and legs and energy in the midfield. They will run around and both of them can create chances and they can shoot. So having a DM to sit for them would make a balanced midfield. But Mount just spent how many seasons with you guys injured the whole time? So it never came to fruition. Especially now that you have Ugarte.
Such a shame.
Now that you have Ugarte, it's possible that you
Yeah,
can still do something like
I'm
that. But
just
then
trying
Amrim
to.
doesn't play that system.
I'm tired. I'm just tired of them.
This summer, do you think
Too
you
full.
sell one of Hoyland or Zexi?
You say Rashford.
No, that's not the question I asked you.
That's the answer to the question. You say Rashford. You say
So
Rashford. You most likely sell Garnacho.
yeah,
Um, if
but
I'm if I'm either Garnacho or Rashford or Bruno, I'll be looking for another club now. Unless they don't even care, they just enjoy. They don't really care about their career in the future. Because for us to get back to the top, it's gonna take us a while. Or even close to the top, to take us a while. And this is just years and years of poor planning, poor management. That's the evidence we are seeing now.
yeah, definitely. And us too, we have similar problems but different degrees because the planning in the squad is just abysmal. It's just abysmal. Because we've needed a striker for 4 years, Freddie. 4 years.
They
And
have Jackson.
fam, We've needed a striker for 4 years since Lukaku did that stupid interview. We've needed a striker, and every year passes and they don't buy one. And we're looking at Rory Delap, like sorry, let's say Rory Delap, Liam Delap. Like, fam, we don't need. I would even take Mateta.
Go for Osimhen. Go everything it takes for Osimhen.
Yeah, but I don't know if they will do it. I don't trust them. Which is another part of the reason I'm not at Maresca in, but I'm not happy about him getting sacked.
Not.
Yeah, I'm not happy about him getting sacked because this sporting director, they've
I'm never
proven
happy for any manager getting sacked. It's their job. They have their families to feed.
this
If they are lacking in
this board, they've proven multiple times. My camera is acting up, by the way. They've proven multiple times
yeah, it has lagged.
they are not going to sign. They are not going to sign a what you call it. They are not going to sign a top striker or hire a top coach. Like we've seen it so many times already. When hired Pochettino, they had what's this guy's name? This guy from Luis Enrique, and they hired Nagelsmann. Even though I'm not a fan of Nagelsmann, Nagelsmann is a better manager than Pochettino, and they chose the guy that doesn't win things out of the three of them.
Just imagine.
Like, can you
Makes no
imagine?
sense.
And then when they hired Maresca, Hansi Flick was available. Hansi Flick has always been my dream manager. Hansi Flick was available, but do you know who they're looking at? They're looking at Maresca, they're looking at McKenna, and they're looking at Company. Like, are you understanding what I'm saying? Like, if they sack Maresca, they will be looking at Thomas Frank. They will be looking at. They'll probably even be looking at Potter. Like they'll be looking at all these managers that don't win things.
You guys had Potter before now.
I'm telling you that they will be looking at him now. So rubbish. Like that was just the most,
Honestly,
and it was that
yeah.
moment that they sacked Thomas Tuchel and hired Potter that I knew these people were not serious. It was from that time, that moment that these guys they lost me. Like I have zero faith in the owners and the board. I have zero faith that they will do the right thing. Because at every turn, when it comes to hiring managers, they've made the wrong decision. Like I'm not even. I don't. I didn't like that Tuchel got sacked, but I'm not even mad at the fact that he got sacked. Is that you sacked a manager that won us the Champions League, won us the Super Cup, got us to
It was
Carabao Cup
based on
final, got us to
differences
FA Cup
now.
final, and then you hired Graham Potter.
The difference was they wanted somebody they could tell what to do and they would do
Exactly,
it, whether it's good or bad. And
exactly,
Tuchel didn't roll, doesn't roll like that, you know.
exactly.
Yeah, like
Like,
give me the job, give me the tools, watch me do it. I've
yeah,
done it before, but now you want me to change everything.
like they would not go after winners when they are looking at managers, and that's the main reason I'm not enthusiastic about them sacking Maresca because at least I know Maresca is a good manager. Potter wasn't a good manager. What's his name? Pochettino was not a good manager. The next person they bring is that person going to be a good manager? Because everybody is saying sack him, sack him, sack him, sack him. Oh, yeah, who would they now hire? Because the person that you want them to hire, they're not going to hire the person.
Yes, exactly. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't always work like that.
Like, like at least for you guys, when they hired Amrim, at least most people had good reviews about Amrim. It's not that there was an overwhelming,
And
um,
his evidence outside the club was there. When we
exactly like he
signed
has
this thing
won things
now, the
before.
evidence outside was there too.
Yeah, but for us, we'll go and sign
But
somebody that has no
for
evidence.
Maresca is a butler.
Come on,
That's what they say.
he's not a butler. What has he bottled? He has not bottled anything yet now.
I mean, like not butler like Ateta. Like last season, Leicester City towards the end of their season was very questionable.
Yeah, but they still won the championship and got
Yes,
promoted.
but they almost let it slip.
Yeah, I don't think that that's a Butler though. Like he literally still won the trophy. I don't really see. I don't see that similarity or that description in that because he still won it. Whether he had issues, because the issues that he's having is just evidence that he's an inexperienced manager. That's just what it's
Mm-hmm.
showing. Is inexperienced, and just like when you have inexperienced players that are young, that they are very inconsistent with their form and their performances. It's the same thing for a manager because he's new. He doesn't know how to maintain that level consistently. So I'm not like I said, he's a good manager. It's just it's just like he's
Maybe he's
inexperienced.
there at the wrong time. You need the experience to take you guys back to the top. Oh.
Exactly. I don't
Same
think
as
he's
us.
I don't think he's here at the wrong time. I don't think he should be here. And that's just the crux of the issue. That's like the foundation of the problem that we're having. Moresca should not be our manager, but the fact that he is here and he's at least a decent level manager. I would like to see what he does with
But
another
I won't
year.
lie, this is his first season, right?
This
But
is
you guys
first
spent
season
a
at
lot
the
of
top
money.
level.
And at Chelsea, you guys spent a lot of money. And the fact that you are pushing towards Champions League is
That's what I'm
something that you
saying.
can build up
That's what I'm saying.
quickly.
Because if you look at Pochettino last season, even the people that are saying, "Oh, they should have sacked," but like you guys are not okay in your heads because Pochettino did not even spend one day in the top four last season. We did not spend one day there,
Mm.
and we practically have the same players because most of the players that we signed, except for Sancho and Neto, throughout this season they've not really played. Vega that we signed, he's on loan at Juventus. Who do we sign? Joao
Mm.
Felix. He's on loan at AC Milan. McGuire, he never even played Premier League. He mostly played in Conference League and then he got injured. Who else? What's his name? KDH. Jusby Hall. He doesn't play for us. Like you get almost every player that we signed except Sancho and Neto this summer. So it's practically the same
Mm-hmm.
team that we had from last season to this season, and we spent majority of the season in Champions League positions. So like, and you tell me which one of them is the inexperienced manager that is doing that. So Pochettino wasn't even a good manager at all, and he kept injuring our
But
players. He
yeah,
kept injuring our players.
Potter is
Last
one of
season,
the
at every
even
point, at every stage of the season,
Potter did
last
better.
season, at every stage of
Mm.
the season last season, we had at least 8 or 9 injuries. Every stage, 8 or 9.
Yeah.
This season, at every stage, we've had maximum of 6. Like, see the difference. A manager and a terrorist. Like
Yeah,
even Potter wasn't
you
as bad
guys
as Pochettino, even though he finished 12th. He was just unlucky because the squad was bloated, players didn't care anymore. So many things were happening, and they even signed even more players in January. It was just a mess under Potter. It was unfortunate, but I still don't think he's a good manager. I still don't think he's a good manager, but I would admit that he was unfortunate. He wasn't as bad as most of us thought he was, but I still don't think he was good. But yeah, I think we've been going on for like an hour, 30 minutes.
yeah,
Yeah,
might
let's
wrap it
call
up
it,
now.
man. Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
Because I need to sleep. I'm so fucking tired.
We'll probably do this after the season ends. We'll do a review.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. All
It's
right.
been a while. I've been this on for a while. All right, man. Thanks
Yeah,
for hosting me again.
no problem. Thank you for coming, everybody. Thank you for watching.
For
Uh,
sure.
catch you